Hi, hello, welcome everyone to week 7, penultimate round of the Pint series. This week we are at a very chilly and sunny for some odd reason, Monza. As always, I'm joined by Chris Turner and, for some reason, Thiago again. Oh, God. Did you wait for that? Did you have that ready? How long has that been sitting there? Is it warm by now?
No, when I went to drop my plate, I got some.
Yes, everyone missed your beautiful scraping of the plate.
I'm sure people gain money to do this on Twitch. It's called
What, eat?
ASMR. No,
It's not ASMR.
as well. It is.
Scraping a plate is not ASMR.
Yes, it is. Don't you see like a lot of like eating streams and shit? It's a thing.
Man, the sound of people eating drives me nuts.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. For you to have an idea, there's streams of people like leaking earlobes and things.
Yeah, I subbed. I mean, I've seen those.
Do you remember that joke that we had when we were like teenagers? You will lick your finger and put in someone's ear, and that was disgusting. Like, why?
You're talking about wet willies?
With the word "willy," I don't know if it's the same thing.
It's a wet willy.
It's a wet willy, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Then it is. Like, that's disgusting. That's super. Like, why would you lick someone's like ear from the inside?
Because that's the point. It's disgusting to the other person.
For the same reason that people lick each other's feet. People are gross.
Whoa, that took a turn.
Yeah. Sharp right.
Moving on. Back to our race this week.
Nobody's watching this. Who cares?
Hey, there's 7 people in here. 2 of which I think are me and you.
Yeah, 3 of them are us. There's Streamlabs or whatever. Cakes was here, but he probably checked that already.
For 2 people that are here, this week we're at Monza. See, somebody voted. Somebody is here.
There we go. Not going to say it was me. No, I'm kidding. I can't vote.
This week we're at Monza, as you can see by the track map. Not a track that gets raced a lot in ACC, at least not in the more quote-unquote professional leagues. I don't know why. I think it's just because everyone's tired of it being a public lobby meme race.
It's a meme track.
But we are looking at 11 turns, 2 very slow chicanes, 3 or 4 very high-speed corners, 11 in total, 2 long straights, the pit straight, and then, well, 3, I guess, if you count the exit of Lesmo and after Ascari.
Yes.
Yeah, so this week, I predict we're going to see a lot of death in turn 1.
Wait a minute. Dave Chameleo's in chat, but he's not in the race. What in the flip?
Hey, we still have pretty good attendance here. What is it, 31 people for Monza? Monza's, like I said, not a very loved track.
Dave did the Spartan race last week. What are you talking about?
I think it's not the case, Paul. I think people secretly love Monza because they say, Monza sucks, like 2 days after like they are in Monza again. Like, why? I never understood that.
It's the only public lobby you're gonna get.
Yeah, that's the thing. The most public lobbies are in Monza. Why? Someone must love this track.
Maybe Spartan race was 2 weeks ago. I don't know. I like Monza. I think Monza's fun. When I first started playing ACC, obviously 90% of the servers out there are Monza. But it's just fun. Especially if you just want to throw it into some corners and maybe punt people going down the front straight or something like that.
Oh.
We did our first team race was here. We did a meme race here with people driving stuff like the Jag. It's a great mess around track. Good.
Yeah, Jag is good. The rider is good here.
Oh, yeah. Eric, expect things from Eric, by the way.
Yeah, I expect Eric to be on pole.
Bold.
Yes.
I'd say this. Maybe Monza is a good track to do fun races, but not so good for doing serious races.
Blaine, I will give you a legitimate stop go 30 if you don't watch your attitude, buddy. I gave you a joke one in practice. We
were
all
both right.
How about that? How about that, right? Blaine, we were both right.
We're all professionals here. There we go. There's my live timing.
Professionals.
Just wondering why I didn't see anyone's time.
Tiago is a pole professional.
What?
What?
All right. Thank you, everyone, for joining. We will see you next week at Bathurst.
I'm a dad. I'm allowed to make those jokes. Ryan Cody on pole with a 49.653.
Yeah, Han's right behind him with a 40. Well, actually,
50.3.
Yeah.
So I don't know about right behind him. He is
Close enough.
0.666 off the P1.
Oh, dangerous.
every week my live timing decides to give up on me.
And Bloomer Cranch just joined the server, so he's going to try to get out there and put in a lap.
Yeah, I'm hoping he does better than he did last week. He was struggling massively.
Yeah,
He
first
has
week
one
in the
shot.
rain in the Audi. And J-Dice still sitting in the pit. I guess deciding not to put in a time today.
Is it the Lexus?
Is that maybe the smarter strategy? It is
I would
Monza.
start from the back.
Yeah. If Brian were here, I know what he would do.
Yes. Oh, Brian's not here? What?
Brian
here.
is not here. Is he?
Brian's here.
He is, yeah.
Car
Of course he is.
662. Sitting next to
P17.
Oh,
Benito
he is
Garza,
here.
who got his
Who is back?
his brake fixed.
I have something interesting about this. Brian was doing 48.2s, 48.5s, but he said vehemently that he will start from the pits regardless.
Hans Wustenberg has taken pole from Ryan Cody with a 49.3. So arrive and drive much.
Well,
Well,
So we have James in Discord is asking if he can leave the race server and come back prior to our quali slot.
yeah.
that's a good question. I don't play enough ACC to know this.
No, I can.
Will he? I thought he would lose his quali position if he put in a time, left, and then came back.
No, this I think it stays safe. I don't know why he would want to exit, but I think he can.
Well, no, because we had in one of the Monday races we had somebody whose game crashed and they came back and got their grid spot.
Yeah.
Oh. Well, there you go.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's not. I mean, it's not my grid position, so sure, why not? So Ryan Cody is 36 hundredths of a second. Thank you, Tiago, for the gifted sub to Blaine.
Yo, my pleasure.
Yeah, Ryan Cody is only 36 hundredths of a second down on Hans. However, he is a little bit up on his previous time. And this will most likely be his last chance to actually put in... Oh, I think he has one more actually after this. So already in the AMs, we're looking at sub 150 for at least the top two in the AM class. Which I think is pretty impressive.
Oh yeah. If
Yeah,
Ryan gets a 48, I'll feel like the worst driver in the world.
I have no idea what my lap time is here. I imagine
Me
it's
neither.
pretty bad.
I know I hopped into practice server yesterday with the Bentley, and I think lap 2 I was doing a high 48s.
Whoa.
But that was on
Damn.
full fuel. Or 60 liters, whatever. The Bentley is pretty good here.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Bentley is pretty quick here. So Ryan Cody is on track to bump Hans from P1. He's actually on track to almost break into the 48s if he can gain a little bit of time through Ascari.
Only problem is he's a cheater because he's an AM, but he's under the tutoring of Mr. Nicholas. So he's a cheater.
Oh, see that, Ryan? I didn't say it this time.
I did.
I have passed the torch.
System 6 with... Oh, the Brendan McVeigh club, fan club is here.
There you go.
I haven't seen much of Brendan recently.
System 63 is his brother.
That's
been very-
that's Brendan's alt account. We all know that. Brendan cheering for himself. He's like, yeah.
It's his brother. System 63 is his brother.
So Ryan Cody
Oh.
almost goes into the 38s.
If that's his brother, you're welcome for the pedals that I sent you.
Ooh.
Oh,
Yo!
Yeah, you're welcome.
I donated my my Fanatec CSL Elite load cell pedal set to Brendan. Said that his brother's putting together kind of a Frankenrig thing, and he was looking for some pedals, so I sent him to him. All he had to do was pay for shipping. So hopefully they're working out well.
Humble brag from
lovely.
Chris. He didn't do it for the clout.
No.
I am a humble man.
All right.
I'm
so humble.
probably the nicest guy you know. I'm also like super fast.
Not even as a joke, this is true because Mike Jackson still exists. He's the nicest guy in the world.
Wow.
So
sorry, he is.
as you two are arguing, it looks like we have our AM grid set. Ryan Cody with a 49 flat. Hans with a 49.3 behind him in P2 for the AM class. Wright, who is still on a valid lap, however, he's not improving much, so I think he's going to stick right where he is in P3 in the Ferrari. With a 150, Miller in 4th place, Scobie and Durand in the Porsches in 5 and 6, and then Blumenkrantz in P7 for the AMs.
Yeah, right.
Any,
Cody with a 49 flat.
Yeah, any surprises there? Besides Ryan Cody's 49 flat time?
I was really hoping the Miller would be higher in the Lexus because the Lexus is a great car.
Welcome, Moritz Wagner, Ice Mental, and Gaz 75. Sorry, the second one I don't know how to pronounce.
That's mean.
Gaz.
That is so mean.
Just Gaz, probably. I don't know.
Gaz.
See, I'm still waiting for Wright to finish his lap before I finish his prediction. Just in case he does improve somehow.
Well, he's going to improve about 3/10, but I don't think that's going to be enough to really do anything.
Yeah, 49.9.
Yeah.
So Ryan Cody's going to win that prediction.
There you go.
91% of people voted for Ryan Cody.
Yes, because he's a cheater.
He's a cheater.
Wow.
Is
Honda
Monza a strong track for the Honda?
Straight line speed, I guess, yes.
Does Honda have that good straight line speed? I mean, I've only the only times I've ever driven it would be at Oulton Park. That's it. So there's no top speed there.
But there's not even where to use. Why are you going to use top speed in Alton?
I know. That's why I drive the Honda.
What? But yeah,
Never mind.
Fun fact, Moritz Wagner, he's German and he's married to a Portuguese girl. That's awesome.
That's actually pretty
She's
common in
remarkable.
Europe.
Oh, really? Oh,
Yeah, because
never
it's a
mind
small. So it's a small continent. I think half, like Western Europe, is about the size of Brazil, probably, if not smaller.
then. Whoa. Wow, I never thought
Like
about
Texas is bigger than most European countries.
that. Wow.
Yeah, Tiago. The more you know.
No, yeah, that's actually interesting. I never thought about that. Like,
Oh,
I
yeah, I thought
think,
you were
like,
being
yeah, from-
sarcastic.
They don't study geography in
No.
Brazil.
hey, we don't study anything in Brazil. The Brazilian schools are scheisse.
So Victor with a different livery this week yet again, I think.
Good job, Victor.
Keeps confusing
Victor is
me.
also scheisse. Oh, wait.
So our prediction is between Victor and Michael Lukey as to who's going to qualify higher. So Porsche or Lambo?
My vote's on
Lambo.
Victor. Yeah. You got to pick Lambo on your home turf, you know? As Victor crosses the line, first valid lap, 49.2 flat. So that's going to be good enough to put him in P2 overall. Kyle Cassette crossing the line with a 49.3.
Victor's having fun with the team names.
Something clever, yes. Yeah, first it was Italian shitbox.
Yep.
No, first was Power Guido and then like Italian shitbox and then
Yeah, we don't count the ones that we can't pronounce.
Yes.
And Lukey crossing the line in P5 overall with a 49.4. So already Victor is about 2.5 tenths faster than Lukey. The Joey Spaghetti's livery, yes, it did. It worked last week too. It actually has a special message for Blaine Hall on the rear of
Yes.
it, if I'm not mistaken. Let's see
You
if we
are.
can
Yep.
catch that on the camera
You're
here.
correct. Back bumper.
What does that say? Blaine, please no. I wonder why
Yes.
that's there.
And Dave Chamilio saying he'd be in the mix with them on a good day.
Yeah, if you were here.
Well, Chamilio's
Oh.
driving the Aston Martin this season, correct?
Yes.
Which I feel like is decent here.
No, I correct myself. I think it's Ferrari, isn't it?
Is he driving the Ferrari? I don't know.
I think it is Ferrari. Yes.
He
We
has
really
such
should
quiet
pay
races.
attention.
Yeah, we barely see Dave because he always has a quiet race.
Oh,
Yeah, he is in the Ferrari.
71. Sorry,
Okay.
guys. Car 71 disqualified by race control.
I'm sorry?
Bruno Fantazzi,
Chris-
yes.
Oh,
Car
okay.
71 DQ'd. Yes.
Yeah, we I'll let Chris explain this one.
Oh, you want me to explain it now or you want me to wait until pro qualifying?
I mean, it doesn't matter.
So, yeah, Bruno Fantazzi, car 71 in the pro category, is currently the most penalized driver in the series. What are we in, week 7? And he has something like 11 penalties. So not a really good ratio. And we have decided that anything over 10 penalties is going to be a grid disqualification or a qualification ban for the next week. So he will not be sending a qualification time, and he will start from the back of the grid this week.
Yeah,
Because him and Paul Miles like to bump into each other, and
to be
yeah.
fair, it's not because of that. It's just during penalty review, we go through and go look at all the incidents, you know, assign penalties where they are required, and he has just accumulated more than I think anyone else, and we do encourage clean racing above all here.
yeah, there's unfortunately been a lot of bad rejoins, not holding your brakes if you spin, things like that. You know, things that are within your control, and it's just not making the correct choices.
So Kyle Cassette is on a very, very hot lap. He was almost 9/10 up on his previous time, but he's still on track to take P1 here.
Chad Pennycook. I don't know. Looking good as well.
Chris
Yeah.
Pennycook?
That one.
Chad.
Yes. I don't know why I said.
Well, Case,
What?
if you're here, feel free to flame Tiago for calling one of your boys the wrong name.
Love you, Welps. Sorry.
So Kyle Cassette has lost some time. I don't think he's gonna. Oh, he is still gonna have enough to go P1. So Kyle Cassette's gonna go P1 with a 48.8. Looking at Chad making his way around the Scary now. This is it. I mean, he's Chad from now on.
Right.
So he's gonna move up, but he's not gonna have enough for P. He's gonna go P6, I believe.
I mean, he's a Chad, right?
In the BMW, yeah.
Yeah, he's a Chad just by being the BMW. That's it.
Further down the field, we got Brian Curzon, who, if I'm not mistaken, will start from the pits, still putting in a quali time.
I don't know if
Brian-
you guys saw this.
Brian
Kyle
Curzon.
got P1.
Putting in a time is just him, you know, showing off. He's like, this is what I can do, but I'm going to start back here. I mean, he did it last week at Paul Ricard, and it worked out really well.
Yeah.
Yeah, he gained quite a few spots right at the beginning.
To be fair, it's a very good strategy if you want to practice battling. Because if you're faster than like the next 10, 12 guys, you'll have to battle. Otherwise, you're gonna like park the car behind them.
Yeah, so second to last valid lap for most of the silvers. Dorcius in the Drain Surgeons Ferrari. I'm guessing, yep, Plumber, Mario.
Yeah.
Almost 5/10 up on his last time as my live timing freezes yet again.
Yeah, he's way up on his lap.
Yeah.
So he's going to take P1 easily from Kyle here. He might,
If Joey keeps up.
yeah, he might actually be close to breaking into 47s.
Brendan McVeigh took P1, but immediately got overtaken by Kyle, and then they both get overtaken by Dimitri Dorcius.
Yes. Joey Militi is gonna jump. He did P6.
Joey Spaghetti.
Yeah. Good lap out there.
Yeah, 49-1.
Yes, sir.
He has the fastest Sector 1. So, GG Joey.
I think Victor just jumped as well. 49?
Yeah, Victor jumped into P4, Lukey's P5.
Ooh.
Of course it did.
Brian Curzon has picked up a couple tenths. We just had somebody join the server.
Yes. Everything froze to me as well.
Yeah, just for a second.
If someone
gonna-
was on a turn, that was bad.
Oh, Brian Curzon was up. Oh no, he already crossed the finish line. I thought he stopped before the finish line.
Yeah, I hopped over to your view really quick as I rejoined the server and trashed everybody out. Because
Nice.
apparently it decided my live timing just freezes and now my whole game is frozen.
That's fun.
Yeah,
Jesus Christ.
it does that. I don't know why. I think it's probably because of the broadcast client I'm using.
We're gonna watch Joey Spaghetti finish the rest of his lap as he drifts.
Pros on the track. Pros on the track.
Nah, we don't care about the pros yet.
Oh,
How dare you try to take away the focus from
Sorry.
Joey Spaghetti?
yes. The magnanimous Joey Spaghetti.
One of our teammates in the Spa 24 in the Bentley coming
That's
up.
what's up. That's true.
Come on,
Demetrius
game.
Dorcius, P1, consolidated.
My game is
Alright.
just not having a good day today.
All right, Joey, you blew your lap, so we don't care about you anymore.
First guy to start on pros, Mr. Riley, 444.
Yeah,
I'm
so
just
what are we
watching
looking at?
Louis Castro weaving down the back straight there.
Paul as the fastest of us. Who are your two picks for pro?
Me fastest?
Yeah.
I seem to remember somebody else finishing ahead of me today.
Yeah, you know I hate to admit this, but I have to because I'm fair above all.
You're fair above all.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say Carl's gonna put this on pole. The Bentley is strong here. Carl was hot lapping yesterday in the practice server.
Yes. He was.
Yeah, he wants it. He's thirsty.
And
Is
So,
Nick Alvarado? Nick Alvarado is in the server, so there's always that off chance.
True.
I don't know how strong the Audi is here, so I don't know how strong,
it's
how well
the
Blaine will
worst
do.
car in planet Earth in here, but Blaine's good. Seriously, Aldridge is so bad in here.
Yeah, we thought that last week. And what happened? Blaine won.
Yeah.
I'm
We
just
say
saying.
out is bad in the rain, we say out is bad in power card, and he actually won in both.
That's
Could
a
happen,
car.
could
So Riley is who's first to do a valid lap?
Mr. Riley, for now.
Mr. Riley for now. Who do I want to go on board with? Ferris is getting mighty close to other people.
Yeah, he's all over the back end of Milo as he drifts around the corner.
Yeah, he is not sure what his
gonna get that
strategy is
toe.
going to be here.
He wants that toe down the straight.
I'm going to go on board with Ferris here for a little bit. And Milo is breaking quite a bit into Curva Grande, I think it's called, turn 11. So Ferris is going to
yes.
get a good toe.
No. Turn 11 was called Parabolica, now it's called Alboreto, in homage to Michel Alboreto.
Ah, that's right. Curva Grande is the one after turn 2. You're right.
Yes, after De La Rogia.
So yeah, pro
Yeah.
time starting to come in now. Blaine Hall P1 with a 48.2. Followed
Yeah.
really
Riley-
closely by Riley with a 48.261.
Right, Riley not that much further behind him.
Yeah, about 400ths of a second between them.
Paul, you got it? Look at P1.
Yep.
Yeah, Carl
Big.
Big with the 47.9. And that was
And the
basically
first
his first hot lap. Looking to see what Alvarado's going to do here. And that disgusting livery. So Nick Alvarado missed last week because he quote unquote had friends to hang out with. Alvarado with a 47.8.
Puts it on pole.
That's just Blaine, not the Audi. Yeah, there's that too.
How do you have friends with a livery like that?
What? Manito got P1 quickly. Damn.
And Thiago again is 2 minutes late.
God.
We commented on that, moved on.
I was reading, I was looking at timings, I was looking at the screen. I
Made a joke about Nick not having any friends.
Yeah.
No, I thought it was just a joke.
Which I was going to respond to with another joke, but now that's dead.
Mike Jackson has enough time. He's 8/10 up and gaining. So he's going to jump into P2, possibly P1 if he can hold it through the final corner.
Yeah, Mike Jackson's actually a second up now, so he is gaining time even through Parabolica. Oh, he is losing some time now. That's a very tricky corner to really get right.
B's cooking something good.
Yeah, so Mike Jackson goes P2, splitting Nick and Carl.
Oh, but
so you got
Carl's time. Oh my gosh, he's 7/10 up.
He's cooking something.
Carl might actually break into the 46s here. Carl Big goes P1 with the 47.2, 6/10 away from Nick Alvarado, who is improving on his second lap, but not by enough.
Blaine, if you're in the Twitch, you better get on it, buddy.
Yeah, you got 3 minutes.
Eric P9.
So Nick's going to cross the line, not move up or down. Mike Jackson is also improving on his time, but again, not enough to really move him up or down. So top three as it stands, Carl, Nick, and Mike Jackson. I think as of now, that's how it's going to stay. At least
Mike Jackson runs wide and validates his lap.
Commentator's curse. That's what happens when you look at them.
Rip.
Eric Groom P9 in the Ryder, as we expected. He is up on his last time, so he's actually looking. I think he has better. I mean, he's about 2, almost 3/10 up. If he can hold this, he's going to move up to P5 or 6. Yeah, that's where I think he belongs.
I would love to see Eric Groom either win or podium this race.
It's literally Riley bailed, and his last he started to do another outing, so he made the adjustment.
Okay, probably adjusting some tire pressures. It's a very cool track.
Yes.
Still looking at 16 air temp, 22 track temp.
Billingsley's going to put in a good time here. He's over a second up. So he's looking to jump into the 47s.
Yeah, I want to follow.
That's going to put him P4 if he can hold this.
Look at Manito. Manito's cooking.
Yeah,
something coming out.
I want to follow Eric because he is still he's 4/10 up now.
Yeah,
so he's going to move up to P7 right behind Beverage.
Manito lost something Alboreto, but still has something good.
Yep, Stasov going to get a tow from Ferris here.
Alvarado P1 by a 10th.
Yep. And nice bailed. He does not want better.
Nice little AMG logo on the center tunnel of that Mercedes. That's a wide center tunnel. My God. Where do you put your feet if you're a passenger in the real car?
Where's the cup holder?
Right?
All that room and there's no cup holder?
Where do I put my big gulp?
Right? You get what?
Do you not know what a big gulp is?
Where do I put my Route 44 ocean water that I picked up at Sonic?
Ugh.
All right,
no, we're not sponsored by Sonic.
Tiago.
Yeah.
So,
what?
If there's a, you know what 7-Eleven is, right?
Fast food joint.
It's kind of like it's like a market. Yeah, it's like you go little shop bodega looking thing. Stasov goes way wide into what used to be Parabolica.
Alboreto.
Blaine just improved and jumped into P4.
Yeah, Nick jumped into P1. So both Nick and Carl, and Nick I think disconnected.
What?
Nick Alvarado.
Nick Alvarado is no longer in the server.
Which is going to give Carl big P1 as it stands.
Probably blue screened.
He can just shove into Big's face like, yeah, Paul is mine.
Well, he's still in the Discord, in the voice channel.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
It could be a
Stasov
crash.
isn't improving. Blaine Hall is improving a little bit, but not enough to put him in P1. Right now, not a lot of... It seems like everyone's extracting the most that they can out of their car.
Yeah, Ferris is about 6/10 up.
Oh, and Blaine shoved it into the wall.
Yeah, Blaine decides to park it.
Not satisfied with his time.
Yeah, Ferris could jump to P10 or above. Still behind Paul Miles on track.
One shocking thing, Billingsley ahead of Jackson. I figured the McLaren would be very good in here.
The Bentley is very strong here.
Billingsley's a Porsche.
The Porsche is very strong.
Yeah, well,
Sorry,
the Porsche's not bad.
I thought you meant Beverage. I got confused between the two because Beverage is in a Bentley. And he's right behind
He's
Jackson.
right behind them in P7, so...
Alvaro's back.
High back.
Yeah, so Ferris
What?
up 8/10 going into the final corner.
So Ferris with this move should go up to P9 or 10.
So if he gets a good exit, flashing the lights, appreciate that.
Yeah, P9 right in front of Eric Groom.
What? This is gonna be good. Groom and Ferris close.
So Ferris had about 4 minutes of practice before the server went live. So he is running on 0 practice.
Nope, Dylan Sauer and Garza are not going to improve. So it looks like we got our top 10. Alvarado and Big on row 1, followed by Stasov with a really surprising quali from him, I think, in P3 alongside Blaine. Billingsley in 5th in the Porsche, which, yeah, is kind of surprising. Not what I would expect to see up here. Followed by Mike Jackson in P6. Beveridge 7th, Sauer 8th, Ferris 9th, and then Eric Groom running at the top 10 in the Ryder. And got a pretty good mix of manufacturers. What, Honda, Bentley, Mercedes, Audi, Porsche, like top 6 are all different cars.
Wow. You were saying, Chris, sorry?
So if you remember back at Laguna Seca, we had that really good battle between Ferris Sadie and Dylan Sauer that lasted basically the entire race.
Yes.
And they are starting next to each other, so I hope we get to see a continuation of that. But I really, really hope that Eric Groom splits them on the straightaway in the Ryder.
Yes.
Like parting the Red Sea. Just excuse me.
The Ryder is obscene on straight lines. It's embarrassing.
So Carl has purple sectors 2 and 3, but he is 4/10 slower than Nick and P in sector 1, which is I think where he lost quali basically. Purple sector 1 is Eric Groom, which is not surprising.
Because of the straightaway speed. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, he's about 700s faster than Nick, but he's 3/10 faster than almost everyone else. That's not Nick. Honda really fast here though.
Yes.
At least on that front straight.
Alvarado's out of the server again?
Yeah, I don't see him on my timing.
What? I think technical issues. It has to be.
I mean, he's on my in-game leaderboard.
That South American internet.
Well, now that the grid has set, he's not going to be able to get his position back. If he rejoins, he's going to be at the back of the grid.
No, right now I think he still gets it.
I think he gets it until they go drive.
Yes. If he hits 0 on the clock above and he joins, and then he's lost.
Oh, I guess
But
there is a
even-
spot in front of Stasov.
Yeah, I think even if he joins now without fixing things, he'll crash during the race, which will be worse.
What are we looking at here? Normally there would be a spot to the left of Carl here on the inside for Nick. However, he is not here.
Well, I don't see any pit box or any pit box there.
So yeah, there's not any pit boxes anywhere really. So like I said, really good mix of manufacturers in the top 6, and then first duplicate, I guess, with Beveridge in the Bentley in P6, Sauer P7. Ferris with a really good last lap, now up to 8th, Groom to 9th, Rados in 10th, Riley 11 in the Ferrari, followed by Dorcius in the other Ferrari in P12, Luis in 13th in the Aston, right next to Paul Miles in the other Aston, Carl Cassette in the McLaren, Benito in the first Lamborghini in 16th, McVeigh 17th, Victor starting right behind Benito in the other Lamborghini, so we got two Lamborghinis right behind each other. Ryan Cody, first of the AMs, splitting a bunch of silvers. So we got the BMW of Milady and Pennycook next to each other. Tiago, were you saying something?
No.
Oh,
Sorry,
I thought
I'm
you
not
were.
saying-
Moving down the field.
Alvarado on the grid, but yes, you guys were right on the back.
Yep,
No.
and we see Nick Alvarado bringing up the rear. Last of first. Yeah.
Oh,
No,
but
I
they're
wouldn't.
going to do the gentleman's agreement and let him go.
Why?
Wow.
Why would you do
Wow.
that? Don't do that.
What do you mean? He deserved it, fair and square. It's not
Does
his
he,
fault he
though?
lives in a shitty country. Sorry,
Not his
that's
fault.
true.
Not his fault he's playing the game on hard.
On hard, yes. Game of
As
life.
we watch Alvarado make his way past Carl Big, moving up into first place.
Good job. Good job.
So we got two people starting from the pits, Brian Curzon as usual, and who is the other person? Milady looks like is also in the pit lane. So Joey Spaghetti and Brian Curzon both deciding that they're not going to try and basically elbow their way through turn one and safer to just hang back, watch the carnage unfold and squeeze by.
Mike Jackson is in the chat saying the McLaren's horrible here, at least in his hands.
Says the person in sixth place qualifying.
Yeah, P6 in this grid. I feel Hans Wolstenberg's car is parked on the side of the track before turn one.
Well, since you
wonder
guys
if-
put this way... Oh, sorry, go.
I was going to say, I wonder if he's having some technical issues.
Yeah. By the spot he stopped, you're probably correct. What I was going to say is, let's, now that you guys go this way, let's do credit for who deserves, like, badly. Mr. Dorcius, P13. That's great stuff by him. That's silver between the pros.
Yeah, Dorsch is first of the silvers in P13, you're right. A really
Yeah,
good
he
quality
got a
from
48.
him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised to see Miles down in P15. I don't know how much experience
yeah.
or how much he likes Monza.
No, the Aston's complicated here. The Aston's a complicated car in here. Because on exits you lag so much because of that turbo lag.
That is true. You have to kind of keep it in a lower gear on purpose.
Yes, like we pretty much brake accelerating everywhere in order to maybe exit faster, but that doesn't always happen.
So, Chris, did you park your camera above T1?
I am parked above T1.
All right, I will side by side with you as I'll keep it on Nick up in P1, and then we'll see what happens down onto turn one.
Yeah, you can see Hans's car still sitting there. There was a little cloud of dust earlier. It looked like maybe some wheel spin or something like that. Oh, now he's moving. I wonder if he had to go to the bathroom.
It happens to
Back
the
on
best of
track.
us. Yeah, he's gonna.
Yes.
This is gonna be tough for him because he's gonna get lapped pretty much within the first minute. I mean, he's got about 3/4 of the lap to make
Yeah,
up here.
you can see him on the mini map. He is way
And-
back there.
Sitting there. I mean, the track is 16 Celsius, air temp is 13. His tires must be ice blocks. I mean, he sat there for a good 2 minutes. As we
he
do go
might
green.
be off again because his dot is not moving anymore.
Carl
There
Big gets
they
a
are.
really, really good start. Nick gets a poor start. He's under pressure from Stasov already. Carl Big's already pretty much cleared Nick Alvarado going into turn one into the braking zone as he goes alongside
boys.
Nick. Keep it clean.
Looks
So the
like
front
mostly
runners seem to have
too
made
wide.
it by, cleanly.
Nicolas Alvarado defended masterfully.
Oh, we
What
got a
was
little bit of a
that?
bump. We got some traffic. Everybody's kind of getting moving.
Yeah, good
We
on
had,
them.
we had a couple little bumps, but nothing major. No major spins or anything like that.
You love to see it.
So I don't know who did the pre-race briefing.
Oh, car
Yellow
car
flag
54, Billingsley. Looks like he is.
Yeah, he had a bit of a spin. He's back on track now.
Yeah, all the way down in P31 though. So I wonder what happened to him.
Yeah. Let me check.
Up front though, Nick. Nick is under pressure from Carl, who is under pressure from Blaine. So really good start from Blaine, making up a couple of spots here, up in a third. As Nick takes advantage of his gentleman's agreement, being bumped back to first place.
Nah, the defense he did in turn 1 was masterfully. Was just beautiful.
Yeah, and really good clean racing from Carl to give him space.
Yes.
As Blaine Hall gets bullied off track a little bit there, out of the exit of Ascari.
Oh, Billingsley just caught. Okay, so I've got your replay for Billingsley.
Yeah.
Coming out of
seeing the
turn
same
1, he's not really getting squeezed, but his right tires just grabbed the grass.
Yeah, that's a solo. That's all on you.
Yeah,
I mean, that's
Mike
just a
Jackson
mistake.
was nowhere near him. Yeah, he just caught some grass, and that's going to be a lot of damage.
Yeah, and you're going to watch the whole field go by before you can
Good on
rejoin.
him for not rejoining or.
Yeah, so first lap in the books. No major incidents to speak of.
Whoa.
Nick Alvarado's still in P1. Carl Biggs still trying to get past him. And he's under pretty serious pressure from Blaine. I'm sure Blaine's going to want to move past him here as quickly as possible and, catch up to Nick for first.
Yeah, Ferris Sadie is a roadblock for Eric Groom right now. He's got Eric Groom and Dylan Beveridge hot on his heels.
Yeah, and once Eric Groom gets speed, I mean, that thing, once he gets momentum, it's a missile.
Yeah,
Alvarado's mistake.
Beveridge overshoots the chicane.
Alvarado under attack.
Yep, Eric Groom side by side with Ferris, though, as they go into Lesmo 1. Eric has found some speed here. Oh, car 20. Looks like we got a yellow flag further down the field. Ryan Cody.
Oh, no. Yeah, Ryan Cody is at the back of the field.
Ryan Cody's at the back, right. Had a little bit of an off track there. Yeah, Carl Big has... We missed it. Carl Big is... No, at least on my timing screen. Looked like he got first.
No, he didn't. Alvarado is still first.
Still first.
Alvarado, Blue De La Roja, Blue Retifio, and still able to defend because of the exit of the Honda. I think he's trying to auto-brake himself. He's braking like very late every turn, and he's missing most of the braking zones.
So Eric Groom is about to go on the straight, on the main straight here behind Ferris. So he has a really good toe, and he has the rider. What's going to happen here?
Interesting.
I don't think he has quite enough speed, as Ferris moves right to block off his entry.
Carl Big missed his brakes into Retifilio badly, turn 1. Didn't
Oh no, and
anyone.
Eric Groom taps the inside of Ferris, almost spins him around.
Oh.
As Beveridge missed badly also the turning, the braking marker into turn 1. He had to go off track, so he's going to lose a bunch of spots. Eric, however, with the little rookie mistake, kind of giving Ferris a bit of a scare, almost sending him off the track.
I'm starting to wonder if people didn't realize that, hey, keep it clean on lap 1. Like, you're supposed to do that the whole race, not just the first lap.
Yeah.
Well,
After
so
lap 1
far-
bets are off.
So far, no major incidents. We do have a car in the pits, Billingsley, so I think he's going in to repair that damage.
Yeah, big damage. I've got a replay on Ryan Cody.
I do want to see what happened also with Carl Big.
Yeah, Ryan Cody was coming in, and he just gets collected
Yeah,
by John Wright.
Yep.
And then
Oh.
almost gets hit again by, I believe that's Dice in the Lexus. No, that was Dice in the Lexus. Yeah, Ryan Cody sent on a little field trip.
Carl Big putting the move on Stasiv. Oh, backs out of it.
Wait, Carl Big P4. What
Carl
happened?
Big P4, yeah, he does have the run out of Parabolica here down the straight. So he's bringing Mike Jackson along with him in the tow. And you can see the speed difference between the Bentley and the the McLaren there with the toe. So he is going to
but the
outbrake
most
Stasov into turn
speed.
1. Super clean move from him. Stasov taps him a little bit on the rear end as they do the over-under. But I think Carl's going to hold this.
What a job by Carl. Wow.
Yeah, really,
Okay,
really
I bet
good
your replay on Carl Big.
overtaking there. Let's see
So
what happened a
going
couple
into
of
the
laps ago.
braking, He
Oh, yeah, he
touches
just-
the grass.
Well, I think
the
he-
grass, and
I
his
think
car
he
won't
missed his
brake.
braking point.
Well, no,
Yeah.
if you watch, if we go back a couple clicks here, you can see his car touch the grass.
Oh,
here.
yep.
And you cannot stop once your car touches the grass, and he ditches out.
Oh, I just saw it.
Yeah, I yesterday in the practice server, he was saying that he kept taking the curbs in Ascari because he's on the wrong side of the car.
Yes.
So he's not used to where the curbs. And it's true. When I tested the Bentley here yesterday, it's kind of hard going down to turn 1 to put yourself on track because you want to be as close to the left edge as possible to get a good entry. But yeah, you touch the grass and you're done. And I'm sure in the Bentley it's even harder because, wrong side.
Yeah.
Eric Groom is using so much runoff on Ascari.
Ferris Sadie is under pressure from Castro.
Yeah, Castro was going to look to go around the outside. Castro had a really great race last week at Paul Ricard in the rain.
Still going around the outside. I mean, you got to get past Ferris as quickly as possible. Otherwise, you're going to be stuck behind him and just get annoyed.
Yeah, Ferris drives his car so wide.
Ferris is probably one of the best defenders and attackers that I've ever seen.
As Castro's going to peek around the outside again, Ferris goes to cover up the inside. Down into braking zone for turn 1, right side by side.
Here comes Eric Groom with all that speed.
Oh, and we do have, was it Paul Miles in the background? Who has been
Oh, no,
collected
Paul
now
Miles
by
is
Brendan.
sideways.
No.
Yeah, he was spinning ahead of time, so I don't know what happened with him. Maybe we can find a replay of that.
Yeah, I'm going to
'Cause
try
I-
to go replay.
Did see it in the background of Castro and Ferris's battle. So he lost a couple of spots. He was running up in P11. Now he's all the way down in 20th, 21st. So something big happened to him.
Dude, the way Groom is racing this car is just amazing. This is great stuff. It's actually...
I found
sorry.
your Paul Miles replay.
Oh, I want to see that.
Paul Miles just minded his business going into turn 1, and here comes Benito Garza in the Lambo.
Oh.
No?
And then
No.
Milo's trying to get his car moving, then he gets bumped by McVeigh.
Yeah, that's
And-
a
Oh.
tough
Downhill
one.
from there.
It's a tough one because
I mean, you don't want to sit in the middle of the track in that corner.
you don't, but at the same time, you don't want to move either. You know? This Castro tries to make his way back around Groom. So I'm afraid he won't be able to as they go down the front straight. That Lambo is just going to pull away.
Is no way Lewis is getting him now at this precise moment.
Yeah. Yeah, even with a tow, that Lambo is going to be gone.
Look at this. Castro didn't use the tow. Castro's just getting left behind.
Yeah, they were side by side and then they weren't.
Oh, no. Yeah. Bye, Lewis. See you. Welcome, It10. Welcome.
I know we haven't mentioned this, but Fantazi back up to P18 after being disqualified from quali.
Oh,
So
damn.
really good recovery drive from him. Super quick here.
Yeah. He's a quick boy. That'll tell you. He's a quick boy.
Yeah, Rados up in a P7. Hey-o. Hey, Whelpcakes. How we doing? Pretty clean,
Well-
actually. We've been laughing at Eric Groom and the rider just having the time of his life. I mean,
You'll
look how
never
much
enjoy another
look how
track
much
better.
distance he's put between him and Castro. One lap ago,
There's-
they were side by side, and now
Yes.
there's what, a second? between the
0.6.
two.
Yeah.
I mean, what do you do?
There's no way.
You can see him pulling away. Just what do you do?
You can do the best turn of your life and he's still gaining.
So Paul, the other Paul. I want to bring to your attention a replay that I have of Mr. Fantazi earlier in the race. We didn't see this one.
Oh no.
Okay. Oh.
Oh, you
Is
didn't
that
catch it.
Blumenkranz? Yeah. Yeah, I caught that.
This is Blumenkranz coming in. And Fantazi sticks his nose in there and spins him.
Well, I'm sure the stewards will have a look at that on Tuesday. That's all I have to say about that.
Because I was impressed by the amount of spots that he's gotten, so I looked at the incident sheet and I did see 71 on there, so I went back to take a look.
Yeah, Mike Jackson up in P5. He made up one position from the start. So good try from him as they all catch up to Paul Miles now. So Miles is about to be lapped by Carl Big.
That's gonna be frustrating for Milo.
Yeah, for sure.
We're what, 12 minutes in?
Yep.
Especially some weeks in a row, he's been getting taken out. Lagoon, Paul Ricard now.
Yeah, it's like Milo just has a magnet on his car for other cars.
Well, we used to make fun of it a couple series ago that he would get taken out in every race.
Well, we used to make fun of it because I believe he always used to hit Dale.
Yes.
I do remember him always taking out Dale.
Yeah.
Like Dale used to be the guy that would always get taken out every single race, and then Dale just stopped racing with us. He just moved to iRacing NASCAR, and he was done.
He is probably one of the best oval racers I know right now.
Yeah, Dale is really quick on oval. He really understands NASCAR. See, I just think NASCAR's you floor it and then you go left every once in a while. I didn't realize there was a strategy and.
Oh yeah. I had a week off of work and I was doing some oval stuff in iRacing, and you know Dale works night, so he was in there with me during the daytime, just kind of coaching me. And I was like you. I was like, "Why do you have to brake?" And he was like, "Oh yeah, you got to brake, and you gotta save your tires, and you don't want to push until this point." And I was like, "Bro, I'm just gonna floor it the whole time."
As he says, steer with your pedals. That's actually he's very good at this.
Scobie putting the move on Bjorn Durand into T1, some Porsche on Porsche action, both for AM. P4 and 5. Yeah, everyone's laps so far have been under, well, not everyone. I think the top 20's laps have been under 150. The first 150 that I see is Oliveira down in P19. Everyone else is doing 49s, 48s. Blaine with a 47, 8. Last lap, Alvarado, fastest lap of the race, 47.79. I mean,
Yeah, Blaine's last lap was his fastest, and he is currently 4 tenths behind Nick Alvarado.
We are supposedly the amateur league, so I heard.
No, forget about this.
With
this
one esports, with one official SRO esports.
Top 20 could be esports probably.
We're a driver development league, thank you.
Yes.
Yeah, I'll collect my check for making Nick as fast as he is now.
Yeah. So I've been watching Louis Castro. Every corner, he catches up to Eric Groom. He's always like 2 tenths behind him, and then they get to a straight, and Eric just disappears.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm watching him now on the front straight, and there's nothing you can do. With toe, no toe, it doesn't matter. It's kind of weird that Eric isn't catching up to Ferris, though. I would have expected him to.
John Riley side by side. Coming into the second chicane. See what Rados is going to do here.
Well, Rados does have the braking of the Porsche. Yeah. He's going to back out of it, though. You don't want to hit those bumps because you're just going to get thrown off. So Riley's going to keep the P6 spot. Really good result from him. I don't think I've seen him this high up recently. I don't know if he's missed a couple of races or What's been going on there?
I always knew he was fast, but I don't think I've seen good results from him. But maybe this is it.
Yeah,
Well,
he's the one during qualifying. He was asking if he could leave and then come back because he had done like 5 minutes of practice ever.
Oh.
So he left the server during Am and Silver qualifying to go do a couple practice laps and then came back, and now he's sitting P6.
Blaines is attacking Manito. Oh, Coiling Alboreto.
Parabolica.
Or that.
I'm old school. It's easier
I should use?
It's easier to pronounce Parabolica. That's all I'm saying.
I'll do it.
I just called the final corner. Louis
Turn
Castro,
11.
right behind Eric Groom. Almost bumped him.
Yep.
Well,
And
cakes. Oh, please go.
now they go down the straight, and Eric is gone.
That's so good to see.
Yeah, because Castro got so close to him in Parabolica, he had to hit the brakes just a little bit, and that just let Eric take off.
Yes. Eric can accelerate later than Lewis and still be ahead.
Kyle
Like a lot.
Cassette just took P24 off of David Miller.
Ooh.
Did Kyle get caught in a? I thought he qualified higher. Did he get caught in some accidents? Seems like he's really further down the field than I thought he would be.
Excellent question.
I know, I'm full of them. I don't have answers, but I have questions.
Wow. Wow.
You're an inquisitive young man.
Young,
Young, he says.
Yeah.
Is that
young.
Dylan Beveridge in the pit?
Yes, that is Dylan Beveridge in the pit, so super early pit stop for him.
Well, cakes. I think all NASCAR lap times on ovals are less than 1 minute. Daytona's the biggest one, and it's 40 seconds.
Next gen road course racing went iRacing.
24 never, please. That sucks.
I've seen what did they race recently? Was it circuit? Oh, we do have a yellow flag in Lesmo. It looks like somebody did teleport. And I missed who that was on the map.
Yeah.
I was watching Blaine slowly catching up to Nick here in first place.
Yeah, he's been catching and dropping every time.
with Carl hanging out behind him.
I don't have the replay because my replay cuts for some reason. But you can see on my replay, Kyle Cassette is following Brendan McVeigh, and then when it cuts, Brendan McVeigh is backwards. So I'll show you what I've got here.
That's interesting.
Yeah,
What's
so
up with your
Kyle,
replays?
I think it's because when I'm in the replay, when I come back to the race, it doesn't catch that. I don't know.
Oh, I see.
But yeah, so I'm wondering if Kyle Cassette didn't collect Brendan McVeigh going into the chicane, because Kyle also did pull over to let Brendan go.
Maybe.
So that's
possible.
what I'm going to assume.
I don't see any damage on his car, which is good. But he does quick work of Bjorn Duran, so he's up to P21 now.
Good job. Fantazi P13. Whoa.
Yeah, Fantazi's been making his way down the field, or up the field rather.
Yeah. Ahead of him now, mostly pros.
Yeah, Dorcius
34 and 61.
Dorcius in 12th, first of the silvers. That's a really good race so far for him.
Oh yeah.
As you watch Pennycook in the back there, kind of holding up both McVeigh, or both Lukey and Victor.
As he should.
Actually, no, I think that's McVeigh.
Brendan McVeigh.
Yeah.
Brendan McVeigh has just come out of the pit. He's down in P30, and Lukey and McVeigh just died.
What?
Yep, McVeigh is...
Oh, yellow flag CC1.
Yeah, he is parked perpendicular on the inside of a Ascari. He is off the track and he is gone.
No.
Yeah, Brendan, I believe, got killed by Kyle Cassette and then just had that incident with Lukey.
Oh, man. You hate to see it.
in the Discord chat saying it seems like the race session somehow was causing my shifting issue. Shifting worked fine with the practice session. Sorry for the delay. So I guess he was having some technical issues at the beginning. That's why he was parked on the side of the road there. So, 20 minutes gone in this race. What do we got? Nick Alvarado still up in first. Blaine and Carl Big right behind him. Stasov has fallen back quite a bit. Down to P4, about 6.5 seconds behind. Mike Jackson still hanging on to fifth, but he's also quite a ways back from fourth. Ferris Sadie kind of in a bubble of his own again. Eric Groom and Castro are still kind of going at it, but not so much. Sorry, you were saying?
Alvarado and Blaine Hall got
Got a what? You were cutting out.
a new visitor.
Oh, and Carl?
Yeah. There's a three-way battle on.
So yesterday Carl was saying that the undercut doesn't really work here and he's going to go long. Or he was playing mind games with Blaine. I don't know. It's kind of hard to tell.
No, as a Bentley, I think as he should. Oh. Nicolas Alvarado's having some trouble with both chicanes.
Well, he can't... So what... Again, I don't have a lot of experience at Monza, and the one that I do is usually in the Bentley. But in the Bentley, you can ride the bumps on the inside like it's nobody's business. You can't do that in the Honda.
You can jump over every single thing on the
As
track.
you see Dylan Beveridge kicking up some dust in front of the three. Brendan McVeigh in the chat saying Jesus Christ.
Yes.
As we watch Lukey and what
Brendan.
should be Brendan close to him. Lukey now
as
just
they
by
reach-
himself.
Leaders just reached the lap traffic.
Yeah, but so has Ferris. And Ferris is under pressure from Eric now.
Yeah, I've got the replay of Brendan McVeigh.
Oh no.
Let's make him relive this again.
Yeah, so he's side by side with Lukey, and they touch.
That's
Blaine Hall go wide.
I missed most of it because of the trees.
Yeah, I'm gonna get you different.
Big on the move. Big on the move. Late braking.
As we're missing all of this.
I mean, unfortunately, it looks like McVeigh turned in.
Oh. Sorry, Brandon. It actually was on you.
We'll let the stewards decide on Tuesday.
Yes. It's just my
Carl
opinion. by
Big
the way.
making a
It's not
move on
big
Blaine Hall, side by side, going
Again.
into turn one. Is he going to actually hit his braking point this time? So he's going to take the outside, but he's going to back out. Really good braking
there?
from Blaine there.
deal. Yes.
No, Blaine was better on the brakes by far.
Yes. Good job.
As I watch
think
Eric
this-
Groom trying to make a move on Ferris going down into turn one also.
Yeah, Brendan in chat saying he's been running 2,000 times. So did Kyle? Was it Kyle that collected you going into the second chicane? 'Cause my replay cut out, so we couldn't really see. But when it did finally cut in, you guys were both on the side of the road.
Eric is gonna try to make a move again here, going to the second chicane on Ferris. I don't think Eric's brakes can do it though. He does catch up on the straights, but as soon as you hit a braking, zone, he can't do it. Does the rider have ABS?
Yes. What do you mean?
I don't know. I don't drive it.
Oh my god. It's not a GT4. You choose and pick what you want. It's a GT3. It's mandatory.
I don't drive the car. It's better to ask than to say something wrong. I'm just saying.
God. Okay. I got it. Welcome. That's
Eric is now
Yeah,
under
it-
pressure from Castro.
Luis again, some more.
Yep, they are going to go side by side again and going to Parabolica.
Yeah.
Oh, and actually
We're
Eric
just
backs
letting
out of
go.
it. Yeah.
Oh, Manito Sunday.
Tired of having Luis.
Dylan
Whoa,
Beveridge just
Alvarado.
takes the access road to move out of the way.
As he should. I would have done the same exact thing.
As
There's no way I'm going.
Yeah, as he was being approached by the top 3 there,
Yes, not just one.
Dylan just went, nope, not gonna get in the way of these people.
Hollander attack again?
Yep. Carl Big's gonna take a peek on the inside. Blaine's gonna move inside to cover him off. I feel like Carl's being held up here a little bit.
Yeah, definitely. He was a man on a mission when he was like behind Stasev, and his fastest lap is around 4 tenths faster than Hall and 2 faster than Nicolas Alvarado.
Yeah, I think. I mean, I don't want to be the Ferrari strategist here, but I wonder if it's better to just take an early pit stop because you're being held up.
Yeah.
Like you're clearly not going anywhere.
The Bentley doesn't use a lot of fuel, and anyways, it's near mid-race. I think it would be the best strategy.
Yeah, something to think about. Not like we have radios going to people's cars. I'm sure Blaine's still listening.
Probably, yeah.
Or he has us on mute. Sometimes when I do the Monday races, and as I say that, Carl Big does go into the pits.
I guess
so somebody's listening. I guess so. Yeah. I mean, what are you gonna do? You're being held up by the guy in front.
Yeah. In this conversation that we had, Alvarado's 2 seconds away, so of course, I think it's very intelligent from Mr. Colbig.
Yeah, Eric Groom has backed away from both Ferris and Luis, so he's just happy being down in 9th place all by himself. Luis, however, has caught up to Mr. Ferris. He was going to take a peek going down in turn 1, but thought better of it. Didn't have enough speed there. This is going to be annoying for him.
Yes. This will be fun.
Yeah, if I remember correctly, he was also stuck behind Ferris in one of the earlier races this month, wasn't he? Or is that somebody else I'm thinking of?
No, yeah, Ferris defended against Lewis for 30 minutes. So
yeah, so they have some history.
Yeah.
I mean, eventually you get tired of looking at the back of that Audi. You're just like, get out of the way. I'm done.
But I say this, the first error that Lewis makes, I think Eric gets him again. Because this car, as we said before, it's a beast.
Yeah, I think Eric was just tired of defending.
Yeah.
As Castro looks up the outside, going to Ascari.
There's no way.
Nope, he does back out.
Yeah.
So Ferris is going to hold on to that 7th or 6th spot.
So Carl is out of the pit in P17.
Yeah.
Blaine Hall is in the pit.
Oh!
So coming in 1 lap after Carl Big.
Oh yeah, nothing crazy because it's actually precise mid-race right now, so...
Castro has the outside going around Parabolica. Is he going to get a good enough exit, though, to go down the straight as they drag race it down the pit?
Look at Eric
running front straight.
Look at Eric.
And then look at Eric in the background.
Moses,
3 wide.
Is that you?
3 wide into turn 1.
The Red Sea! What?
As both Eric and Luis get past Ferris. Ferris is going to squeeze Luis on the exit, though. And Ferris is going to keep that spot. Eric, however, is gone.
That's ridiculous.
I mean, that was it. That's all she wrote.
I hate to give you credit, but you said this precise thing before the race. He's going to split them like the Red Sea and get him. And he did.
I mean, I said that, but okay.
Sorry, Chris. I'm just mind blown.
Yeah, that was a beautiful move from Eric for 5th.
What?
He just hung back, got a draft, and that's all she wrote.
So Blaine out of the pit right in front of Carl Big.
Oh!
Carl Big's undercut didn't work.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not much of an undercut if it's only 1 lap, though.
That is true. This is what happened last week, too, where He came out right behind Blaine, and well, there just wasn't enough pace to catch up.
We still have to see how Nicolas Alvarado behaves on pits, though. Maybe they both jump Manito.
How does he behave? He's probably going to take out the pit board.
Yes, there's that too. Yes.
But by that point, both Blaine and Carl would have pitted, so it won't matter all that much.
I think most people pitted already, didn't they?
Yeah, most.
No.
Rados is the only one in the top 23, so actually, no, never mind. Yeah, almost nobody did. Take that back.
Yeah.
I was going to say Rados is in the pits. Castro hounding Blaine Ferris yet again.
Torcius pits, Rados pits, Bruno Fantasi pits.
So Castro is not done with this. He wants that spot back.
Peter Leite pits.
Eric Groom, however, is... See ya.
Oh, Carl's can't control the back end of his car. He was going to have a run on Blaine coming down the straight, but he just caught some wheel spin.
Well, he's right on the back of Blaine going into turn 1. He's going to go around the outside. Blaine's going to cover the inside.
Oh, brakes.
Most of the midfield's on the
not
pits.
enough.
Yeah.
Not enough yet.
A little deep into turn 1.
Yeah, good from Blaine there to cover off the inside. Little bit of a mistake by Carl under braking, and lost all of that time.
Oh.
It's unfortunate.
I'm gonna tell you, the biggest winner of this, I think it's Nicolas Alvarado, because he has clean track. He will
Alvarado is in the pit.
Oh. Yeah, but he's gonna be light with like low fuel and good tires. He had clean track and he did not spend time battling. So I think he's the biggest winner.
If we want to watch whoever, Blaine, Carl, whichever one, I've got Nick Alvarado on the screen. We can do your P1-2 watch on pit stop.
Good stuff.
So Blaine is making his way around Ascari.
You guys wanna know something funny?
No.
Brian Kerr's on P11.
Good for him.
Yeah, but Brian hasn't pit yet.
Yeah, but from the pits to P11, I
So
think that is a win.
Blaine going around
Nick's car's
Parabolica.
moving.
Nick's dropped. Yeah, I think Nick's is
gonna
gonna
be way ahead.
Yeah, way ahead.
Yeah, he's already clear of the pit line.
Yep. Yeah, and Blaine just crosses the start-finish line.
He got it easy.
Yep. Not even close.
Nope, the chase continues.
Fantasi up into 13th, trying to catch up to Dylan Sauer in 12th. Having some issue getting past Dylan. Dylan having a hell of a race too, though. Up into 12th. Yeah, Brian up into 11th for now until he makes his pit stops. So what do we have? We got the top 6 currently. Still need to serve their stops. Stassev, Riley, Groom, Ferris, Luis, who is still hounding Ferris. It's been the better part of what, half an hour now?
Yeah,
he's trying to get past him.
Race.
Yep. As they
Carl
both go into the
try to
pits at
make
the
a move.
same time.
Carl's gonna make a move going into.
Yeah, going into Ascari here. Late braking, he gets the outside, but he gets the inside of Ascari. Now, back on the outside again, he is going to hit the sand trap a little bit. But he has the toe. Blaine covering up the inside.
Nope.
Yep.
Carl has stuffed his car up in there. Carl has the inside. Carl's going to have the line. He's going to have the run.
He's going to have the run, but Blaine is going to have the toe.
He's hiding the toe. Oh, now he got it.
Yeah, Blaine's going to have the toe.
On that line. Neither one of them wants to give up the inside line.
On the limit of the line. Damn.
It's all
Yeah,
gonna
breaking
come down
down
to the
turn
brakes.
1. So Carl's going to have the inside going into turn 1. So he needs to close the door on Blaine. Blaine just kind of sneaks up in there.
Side by side. Blaine gets a worse exit, though. Carl had a way better exit.
They're
But
still
that was
drag
a good
racing.
chicane by Blaine.
Yeah, Blaine's going to tuck in behind.
Oh, Blaine
Carl
had to
covered-
lift a bit.
Yeah, Carl covers the inside.
Yep, there you go.
Good
Close the
job.
door. Good job by
There you
Carl.
go.
Blaine was just thrown a bit by the sausage. Thank God this didn't turn into an incident.
Yeah, the Bentley
Yeah.
doesn't care about sausages. That's
Yeah,
the
that
one
was-
good thing about it. It just doesn't
That was a
care.
really good section by those two.
Yep.
Yeah. Out in the
Yeah.
other hand, and the sausage just got
Yep.
obliterated.
As we were watching that, Fantazi has passed Sauer, so he's up in a 10th position now as Brian is pitting. As we see the Lexus of, I do believe that was Dice, catching some air into the second chicane here.
What a job.
Yeah, getting
That's a
caught.
mega job.
Getting caught now by Fantazi and Sauer. They pass him quickly. Eric Groom has
Lewis-
now opened up a, what are we looking at here? A 3-second gap to Ferris?
Yeah, a 6-second gap. No, 3 seconds, sorry. But
he's got
Lewis also
6
lost
seconds
4
to-
seconds.
To the guy in front.
So Stasif P1, has he pit yet? No, he has
He
not
has
pit.
not.
And he has caught Dylan Beveridge and Benito Garza in P15 and P14.
Oh,
Lukey down in P17 is going to go around the outside of Pennycook, coming into Ascari. Pennycook looks like he's just going to give that spot up, not going to fight it too much. Lukey, who used to be in the top runners, I think he's been playing too much New World.
he's level 40, so yes.
Oh, we have a car off in Parabolica.
Yep, car 63,
That's going to be Mike Jackson.
Mike Jackson. And he is
Mike Jackson
teleported back
in
to the
the pit.
pits. Oh, what happened there?
Uh-oh.
No, Papa Kame.
As Dylan Sauer looked to get the 10th position back from Fantazi and had to back out of it. Yeah, did he spin? I didn't see any cars around him. And he did say
I
that
didn't see any yellows.
the McLaren... I did see the yellow dot on his car.
Oh,
Yeah, but I'm not sure what happened to him to cause that.
that's sad. Such a good person. I love him. He's like the kindest person I've seen in this community.
Yeah, Rado's making his way past Riley. But Riley is fighting back.
Oh, no. Okay.
Oh no! Okay.
So, I've got your replay. I thought Joey Spaghetti killed him because it is Joey, but Joey just drives off the track, and then Mike,
Oh yeah, gets
I'm not
loose.
sure.
And then just drive straight?
I don't know.
No!
I have no idea what just
What?
happened there. Like, he got some snap oversteer, and then just drove into the wall.
Technical issues? Did he have to leave?
It
I'm
looks
not
like
sure.
it.
Yeah,
Because it
because
didn't
he
look
just
like he tried to brake.
he just kind of drove straight into the wall.
He lost it, tried to save it, and it snap oversteered. Says Mike Jackson in the Twitch chat.
No! Oh man.
Riley putting a move on Rados down into turn 1, gets the inside, gets the position. Is holding it so
What a
far, but they're going
job.
to drag race it down into the second chicane.
Welcome, Ryor.
Rados is going to have the inside going into the second chicane.
Yeah, Reynolds and Riley have been at it the entire race.
Yep, Riley is going to hold on to that position. So Riley is going to move up to 5th. Rados is going to fight back though. He gets a better exit. Up into
As a
Lesmos
Porsche does?
1. Yeah, I mean the Porsche is quick in the turns here. As Mike Jackson says, he ran out of talent. Well, at least he had some to begin with.
Lies.
It's more than I can say.
Oh, he
About
had
me.
another crash in the same corner, 17 seconds of damage.
Oof. Yeah,
So
that
Mike
is...
Jackson
That's gonna hurt.
has so much talent that he passed through his DNA to his son. That is cute.
Oh, it's like Schumacher and Mick Schumacher.
Yes. Oh, wait. What?
I think that's just McLaren things.
Yes, I think it's... With another car, you'll be probably like fighting for P1.
Hey, some tracks is just not, the right car.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, the McLaren has so much of that, like the lift-off oversteer and the snap oversteer. We've seen it in... Oh, Blaine almost takes out Carl Big going into turn 1.
That was
Super
wild.
late on the brakes.
Blaine's trying to outdrive. Somebody went through the escape road there and just obliterated all of the...
Yeah, all the signs are gone.
Wow.
Well, we've seen so many people ditch out, like Dylan Beveridge is, ditched out whenever the top 3 were coming through.
Oh, yeah. A B ditched out when he caught grass.
Yeah, but B, like, he did the weave through them. He didn't just drive through them all.
Yes.
Some people are more considerate than others.
Yeah. Is that on the moves? That what I'm seeing?
Who?
Dylan Zawa is preparing something into Fantosi.
Yeah, you got Sauer, and you also have Victor, who's caught Mike Galucki coming into turn 1.
Interesting.
So this is for P2, P3, and Silver.
How is the Ferrari in this track? I never drove this shitbox. I mean, this car.
I've driven the Ferrari once, and it was on Barcelona.
Barcelona.
I figure it's very good in there.
I think I've driven the Ferrari once on Suzuka, and I hated it.
Yeah.
It doesn't
I
sound
hate
good.
everything about it. Yeah.
I think
Sounds
it
like
looks...
a vacuum cleaner.
It really does. I think it looks the ugliest out of most of them.
Yeah.
Maybe minus the... I'm not a big fan of the McLaren, honestly, but whatever.
So Dave
What would
says,
you take?
good racing today. We're only at 16 incidents so far on a mean track. So
Yeah, there's been some really good racing. The track temp is going down. So we're looking at 12C ambient, 13 track temp as the sun goes down. So hopefully people adjusted for that in the pit cycle. Otherwise you're going to end up with some cold tires and some slides as Riley tries to make his way past Rados again.
Riley has a huge run.
Down into turn 1.
To get
A
those
run on a
things shut down.
Porsche?
Yep, gets a little bit loose, but
Got a regular
Rados,
exit.
Rados mounted the curb a little too much on the inside there. So that's going to give Riley a good run out of turn 2.
Yeah. Honestly, I think Rados doesn't get Mr. Riley back. The Ferrari is, yeah.
He got past Rados a couple of minutes ago and lost it, so never say
Rados
never.
touches the sand and almost loses the back end of that Porsche.
It wasn't me, I swear.
Commentator's curse. Further back down the field, Ferris has caught some traffic, and I'm watching Castro on the timetable slowly start to chip away that delta. As Castro now catches some traffic. What else do we got going on?
Stasov has finally decided to pit.
Brian Curzon and Bjorn Durand. Brian Curzon's going to move up the inside into turn 1.
And the leader, Stasov, finally goes into the pits.
Yep, Bjorn Durand,
Are you doing that on purpose, Tiago?
What?
I just said that like a minute ago.
Not possible, man. I swear.
Can somebody clip that? Like
Carry on.
Can somebody in chat clip that?
Carry on. Carry on. So rude. So rude.
So Stasov out of the pits. Where is he at? Up back down into, I think, 4th?
Yes, P4.
Yeah, and he's got quite a gap in front and behind him, so unless he somehow ruins his own race, P4 is pretty much a shoo-in for him.
Yeah. And the Mercedes super good in this track, like absurdly good. Eats curbs, is fast on straights, is good on turns. Perfect package. Just his livery is disgusting. I mean disgusting, really.
You just don't like that Corvette livery, do you?
No,
On a
I
Mercedes.
hate it. with a passion. Yes.
Is it because Corvette's an American car and you hate America? Is that what it is?
I hate America. That's
Probably.
why I'm with two Americans in a voice chat talking about Americans. That's why I hate America.
I mean, I wouldn't want to race with Brazilians either.
Hey.
Oh, I'm kidding.
Wow. What? That's so rude. That's so absurdly rude that it could be like a crime or something.
I've played enough Gran Turismo back in my day. I'm just gonna say,
you
leave
know
that
why
there.
I never get mad when you guys say this is because in Octane we had some Brazilians that are caught like getting 15 seconds a penalty every race. Like normally on those endurances like Brazil stuff, so I cannot defend myself. How can I say something? I break the mode. Like, why would I be different? I don't know. I cannot defend myself.
Oh, Rados gets a way better parabolica than Riley did.
Yeah, but I think he had to lift there because Riley kind of had to
he
break in the
did.
middle of it. So now
Yeah.
his exit's going to be ruined.
Yep.
Already the defensive move? Way before the
Yeah, I
corner.
mean, that's what you got to do. You got to cover the inside line. He does
He's
come
also
back onto the
breaking the
racing
toe.
line, though. Yep.
Yeah, but funny thing about Retifilho, you can put the outside very good because the second is a left.
Now they're
So
going
if
to
you-
catch Eric Blumenkrantz, though. Blumenkrantz fresh out of
yes.
the pit.
Well, Blumenkrantz is going to be lap traffic for both of them.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They're battling and they're fixing to catch Blumenkrantz, who just came out of the pit.
Hey,
So he's
as
gonna
we
have cold
noticed
tires.
this morning in Daytona, lap traffic is lap traffic. I mean,
Yeah.
you got to deal with it. Sometimes
They are
in the
part of
worst
the game.
possible spots. Lukey and Victor. Victor looks like he got past Lukey, but Lukey is not giving it up easy. As they go
Imagine
down the
Victor
second chicane here.
Imagine you just drove past him on the straight.
Yeah, Victor's having a really good quiet race. P2 now in silvers. Lukey is gonna still hold on to the inside spot. Now the outside as they come into the second chicane. With Pennycook coming up behind him. And Victor does hold.
Yeah,
So
they got
good
Joey
move from
Spaghetti
Victor
back
there.
too.
Alvarado faces traffic, and I mean heavy traffic.
I was about to say, I have no idea what Joey's last name is, but it's on the thing.
So Riley got clear of Blumenkrantz, and Rados got stuck behind him. I
Ooh.
believe going through a Scari, which
Yeah,
has given
'cause-
Riley a 2-second cushion.
Yeah, there's a large gap now between the two. Hey, this is why Thiago's team finished higher than us today in Daytona.
Yeah, they
Why?
just got luckier with lap traffic.
Because
Luckier.
you can ask Chris. I had a Porsche going down into turn 1 off the oval, who I had to brake really hard for. He moved right to let me go past, and he just jerked back left into my spot, into my path. So I took turn 1 at like 60 kilometers an hour in an LMP2.
Lukey almost lost it in Parabolica. Went in a little hot, and that back end started to come around.
You guys do realize that's 3 people spun in front of me. One of them almost collected me, right?
I didn't see it. It didn't happen.
You did see the cluster I did drive through in lap 1, right?
Dorcius has
Driving
caught
like
up to
everybody
Fantazi,
died.
and Dorcius is going to
Yes.
make a move on Fantazi. Dorcius is going to overtake Fantazi. Looks like Fantazi backed out of it, thought better than to defend.
Chris, I parked the car in that turn.
Did you really? Nice.
I did the turn at like 20 kilometers an hour.
Oh, and
Not
Fantazi
me.
does take the spot back.
I sent it.
Ooh.
Yeah, I was sending it yesterday. Today is an enduro. I'm a little more, calm.
That was your calm display?
Yes.
I am afraid to see you like on an urgency.
Dorcius got Fantazi back.
So
don't know what
Dorcius
these
and
guys are doing.
Fantazi.
But they are just swapping positions.
Wow.
Fantazi does have a little bit of damage on his front end.
Oh. Where did
Yeah.
he get this from?
Who knows?
Is that from that first part? Because
could
he hit
be.
someone in the back of it.
Yeah, it could be.
Well, he does have another incident. The most recent incident is between 22 and 71 again.
Oh.
22 being...
That's Blumenkrantz. That's the same car that he spun earlier. So I'm going to go back and look.
Please.
I know we haven't talked about it much, but Eric Groom is up into P7. Still up into P7.
In the Ryder.
Still lapping 48.6s, about the same time as Ferris behind him. Ferris last lap 48.63, his last lap 48.66. So, I mean, pretty much the same lap time. About a tenth faster than Luis.
Nicolas Alvarado lost 1 second to Carl Big due to lap traffic.
Yeah, so Carl's pulled quite a gap from Blaine.
Yes.
And I mean, 8 minutes left. I don't know if he has enough time to catch Nick unless something happens to him.
Yeah, Nick's pace is too good.
Yep.
Nicolas has the fastest lap of the race, by the way, 47.2.
Yes.
Okay, so I found your replay on Fantasy.
Oh.
This is going to be a fun one for the stewards because he's coming off of a Blumenkrantz. But it looks like he gets squeezed. Like Blumenkrantz comes over because Fantasy has nowhere else to go.
No, yeah.
And they touch, and then I don't know if Fantasy just runs him off the road intentionally, but
Ooh.
then...
Oh.
Oh, wow. Oh, I thought he was going to save that for a second. That's,
But after the first touch, I don't know if he's just trying to push Blumenkrantz off the track.
Yeah, we'll take a look at that on Tuesday.
But that's why he has damage on that car.
Can you please say the replay timing so I can see the input?
I don't know what the timing is.
No, Chris, on the timing. Let me get in there. Maybe it's on.
How many review?
No, I'm just looking. I'm not gonna say anything about it.
Lukey eats it coming out of Parabolica and goes straight into the wall as my camera was on him. And I think that is Lukey's race done.
Oh.
As Benito takes the escape road, going down into turn 1.
Chicago, 52 minutes.
Thank you so much, sir.
Yep, and Lukey is out.
You're not going to want to look at his steering wheel.
So Lukey just... I think he lost it in Parabolica as Dylan Beveridge has to bail out of the second chicane there. Yeah, late race drama is always fun. It always seems to happen too. I don't know why. I think people just get impatient. So Dylan's been catching up the Garza
Benito.
here. Yeah, pretty quickly. Not sure if he's going to have enough time to really do anything, though. I mean, we got, what, about 6 minutes left, and they're both... Oh, as I say that, he gets a really good Ascari.
Oh my god.
Almost takes out Benito.
Whoa.
Yeah, I was on board with that. I thought he was going to hit him.
Yeah, that was close call.
Yeah, he had to bail on that at the last possible minute. He's been taking the escape road and cutting chicanes quite a lot this race. As Garza makes his way around Fantazi, who has, I'm sure, massive damage from hitting the wall earlier this race. Yeah. Beveridge looking to make a same move before turn 1.
Yep, Beveridge is going to have a send here.
Oh, he's going to get him, I think, before the braking zone.
Yeah, He was clear.
Yeah, so Fantazi has quite a bit of damage. I'm sure he's losing a lot of top end speed.
Yeah, I think he's just on a let's finish this race.
And top end in this track, probably the most vital thing.
Yeah. I mean, it's a couple of straights strung together by random chicanes. I mean, that's all this track is.
Oh, I just saw what Ooh, that was a death.
Yeah, I think Lukey just lost it in Parabolica as Kyle Cassette decides to cut chicane number 1.
Well, when Lukey was battling earlier with Victor, he almost lost it in Parabolica.
Yeah.
And I guess he finally did.
Yeah, look, he caught that turtle. You know that turtle on the exit
Uh-oh.
parabolic?
Eric Groom's super slow. Ferris just drives past Eric Groom, whose front end looks destroyed. Unless that's just the way the car.
Oh wow!
That car
No,
looks.
yeah, that is banged up. As Castro now looking to make his way around Eric. Yeah, that front end is broken. What happened there?
That's what I'm gonna go find out. I just
Mr.
have to see a
Replay Man.
relative, and Ferris just drove straight by him.
Maybe the car's just ugly. Think about it.
I mean, why not both?
Car's ugly and hit the wall. He
Beverage,
did.
Beverage is going to go way wide coming out of Parabolica, but I think he's going to have the toe on Garza here into turn 1 for 12th and 13th.
Chris 59, 53.
So let me watch this battle as Beverage almost breaks into the back of Garza. Does hold it together. So does Garza. And the chase continues. One more lap. What's going on here? What am I looking at?
So this is Eric coming down into Ascari.
Yes.
Yep. Hit the bump.
Does the first one fine. A little bit loose, sausage, and yeah.
He didn't even hit the bump of 4. He just lost the rear end.
Yeah.
Yeah, he probably got loose on acceleration and.
Yeah, Carl Big has pulled away even more from Blaine now. What is it, about 3 seconds? But he's also fallen back to Nick. So Carl got 3 seconds ahead and behind him. Top 4 kind of spread out. Not much going on there.
So Sauer catching Groom, and then Billingsley and Cody is the closest battle on track right now.
Yeah, Billingsley caught up to Cody really quickly. I wonder if Cody's going to kind of back out of this and just let Billingsley by. I mean, this is a different class. I don't know. You want to race for pride, whatever.
Yeah, Billingsley had that unfortunate lap 1 where he caught a little bit of grass and shot his car across the track into a wall. So huge recovery drive.
Yeah, good for him to come all the way back up to 18th, possibly.
And then I think he went in to fix the damage, and I don't think he changed his tires, so he had to do another pit stop.
Oh my god.
I mean, no matter what, you still have to do another pit stop for fuel, unless you're going to load up on both and hope your tires last for 50 minutes. So,
Riley in the pit? In P10?
444 on the pits, yes.
yeah, Riley's in the pits. Did he not fuel correctly? He was running really well.
Damage. I think I see damage in his car, if I'm not wrong. His back end seems jacked up.
Right, man, leader is on the final lap.
All right, last lap.
Presented by Credit One Last Lap. No, sorry.
Who? We have sponsors? Are you making money on the side without telling me?
No, of course not.
Come on, man, cut me in. I'm your friend.
Here.
So I've got Riley's replay.
Here. Let me share part of the profits here.
Coming through Ascari, sitting P5, sitting pretty.
Oh, no, touches the sand.
The car just
Ouch.
rotates.
Yeah, he caught the sand on the exit.
Yep.
Once again, wasn't me. I swear.
So I just noticed why does that when you do helicam and a car's parked, why does the camera kind of start tracking other cars? Like, is the operator just going, oh shit, I should watch other cars?
Because ACC.
Because ACC things.
Like, I'm tired of this guy sitting up here. I'm just gonna move on to other cars. Dylan Beveridge putting the squeeze on Benito still. So now they go on the last lap. So this is the last opportunity Beveridge is going to have to get past Benito for 11th. As Eric Grube, I'm sure, is just trying to hold on to it. Yeah, that is car 444. That is Riley.
Yeah, that's Riley again.
Cold tires. As we see another car taking the escape road. I think that was Eric. Somebody took the escape road in the background there. Fantazi trying to make his getting passed by Pennycook. Yeah. Yeah, so your race winner is Nicholas Alvarado, who was allowed to go back into P1 after disconnecting and qualifying.
Oh, Dylan Beveridge almost loses it. Oh, man.
Oh, Tiago, thank you. Thank you for gifting all these subs.
Those are subs presented by Taco Bell. Good meal in a morning, afternoon, and night.
Oh, no. Do not have Taco Bell at night.
Oh, no.
Oh, no. Dylan Beveridge catches air coming out of Ascari. Almost throws his car into the wall.
Don't throw it all away.
Oh, my God.
On the last lap of the race.
Guilherme de Oliveira, SG10, probably for cutting.
SG10. Oh, wow, he does.
Yeah, not a joke.
I thought you gave him one.
Pennycook's going to try to get around Fantazi on the outside of Parabolica on the final corner. Fantazi with all that damage. Looks like he's going to hold him off.
Yeah, but I mean, he's still, what, P3 in class? No, they're going to drag race it all the way down to the end. Pennycook is going to get the spot, though.
Oh, they finished like a 0-0-0 difference.
Oh, wow.
On the live timing screen.
Well, he gave it to Pennycook, though. He's in 14th.
There you go.
There you go.
So what are we looking at here? Nick Alvarado P1, as expected. Carl Big P2. Good race from him. That's going to give him a good chunk of points to hold off Blaine in the championship standings. Blaine P3. Good drive from him, I think. He made a couple of mistakes, I think, that let Carl by, but, not bad. Stas in fourth.
Yeah. Blaine with an awful car in this track got P3. I think that's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Blaine's not going to be happy with himself.
No.
No, probably not. Yeah.
A really good race from Stasov. All the way up into fourth. Almost had a podium spot. I know he was working on that setup for his Mercedes quite a while last night. Rados in fifth in the Porsche. Strong showing from the Porsche. Ferris sixth. I kind of wish Castro would have gotten past him, but it is what it is. Dylan still in the... Dylan Soward, P8. Quiet but successful race from him. Really good to see Eric in P9. I think he would have ended sixth if he hadn't thrown it all away, as Ferris does his usual drive through the pit lane.
Yes. Castro, now he has company.
Luis just
he has company. That's awesome.
Just gonna ignore what's going on in the background there. Super happy to see Dorcius up into P10 overall. Strong race from him. And what do we got further down the line? Let's see what's going on in the silver standings. Victor, second in silver.
Oh, great.
I would love it if I didn't see his number in the penalty review.
Yeah.
In the incident tracker for once.
What's his car number?
387.
Yeah, it's the first time he's not taken out randomly. I think that's a win, right?
I see 387.
Of course.
He can't be the receiving end. Poor guy. He's been killed enough.
What do we got? Pennycook, third in silvers. Good race from him. Oliveira with that McLaren. Not sure why. Kyle Cassette. Brian, really good recovery drive from Brian after starting in the pits. Then we got Joey Spaghetti and then Lukey and McVeigh, who both decided to not finish the race. Because sometimes it do be your own. And then Ryan Cody, of course, first in the AMs. And my timing just disappeared because the server restarted. Yay.
Yes. That's it. That was your Monza race, guys.
Yeah. Thank you for joining us. Interesting race. A lot cleaner than I thought it would be. I like it. Next week, we are at Bathurst, where I heard a rumor that it might rain.
Jesus. Don't say this. I'll try to be there.
I don't know. I heard Australia, when it rains, it gets really hot. That's all I'm going to say.
It's that
I
acid
heard
rain.
Australia never rains.
I heard it's hot and rainy. It's like tropical rain, scorching
Oh
heat.
man.
Oof. But we'll
You
see.
guys know I live in Brazil, right?
I have not consulted with the weatherman yet.
Yeah, check your local listing, your local weather channel.
Yes.
Oh no, did I lose the replay because the server ticked over? It looks like I did. I hope somebody saved it. I hope Ferris saved it.
I did.
Okay,
I
good.
mean, mine auto saves, but you know how my replays have been recently.
I think I set mine to autosave. I'll check after. Sure, we'll be fine. I will not be here next week. So,
Why?
because I'll be driving somewhere in the hellhole out of Southern California.
Rip.
Once
Yeah,
again, why?
because I have, unfortunately, family down there.
You have life? How is that?
I didn't just spawn from a fucking Satan portal.
In my opinion, you were actually summoned by some Inca or Maya. Ancient.
He's an NPC, confirmed.
I am. That movie was actually about me. Except I'm not as good looking or funny or cool as Ryan Reynolds.
There's no way nobody
That's
is
very
as
true.
cool as you. Yeah.
But enough of that. Yeah, thanks everyone for joining. We'll see you next week. Hopefully
Yes.
for a clean race at Bathurst, our last race of the series. And I think
No
it
promises.
coincides with the F1 race, doesn't it? 3 p.m.
In
start.
Bathurst? It will be so cool. Have fun in Bathurst.
No, the real F1 race I think starts
Oh
at
no, sorry.
well, it starts at 3 p.m. Central, so it actually might be 2 hours after. Well, anyway, we'll see you next week. As always, thank you for joining us. Bye bye.
Thanks, everybody.
Take care of yourselves and each other.
Nah.